guys here at E3. We're at the NBA 2K13 booth. I have the legendary Rob Jones with me. How you doing, Rob?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. It's been a great couple days. So we're going to talk about NBA 2K13, specifically AllStar add-on content. But first, what are your overall thoughts on NBA 2K13 as we're still 4 months away from launch?
Yeah, you know, it's pretty early still for us, but the game already feels way different than last year. I mean, you know, in the demos I've been talking about, it's like, you know, whereas 2K12 and 2K11 really felt similar to one another.
Yeah. As
we move from 12 to 13, we're really looking, you know, it feels familiar because it is NBA 2K,
right,
but it's a really distant cousin from the 2K in the way that you've experienced it before, I think.
That's really exciting. I think people will enjoy that welcome change. And, you know, we've had a big presence here. We had that great gameplay footage on Spike TV a couple nights ago. Where do we stand with how the game is kind of looking?
Mechanics-wise, controls-wise, and just overall feel, I think we're pretty much where we're going to be coming out. There's obviously a lot of tweaks. We got 4 months to go. We're pretty excited about having this much time to really clean up some of the things that, you know, our fans have really kind of, I like to use the word loathed, you know, over the years. So I'm pretty happy where we are. You know, we might be a little bit behind where we were last year, but overall the game is just shaping up to be phenomenal and quite different than last year.
Cool. And I mean, you guys take the fans' input so seriously. What are your thoughts there?
Well, you know, our fans are vocal. They're vocal because they're loyal. You know, they've been with us for that much, for so long now, that, you know, not taking into consideration what they have to say would be kind of silly. I think, you know, they're ardent NBA fans, they're ardent basketball fans. They truly understand the game the way we do. And so we listen closely to what they have to say and try to address as many of their issues as we possibly can.
And just so you guys know, Rob and I are good friends. We talk every day, and like, so I'm always relaying a lot of your guys' input to him. And speaking of which, I collected some Twitter questions about AllStar Pack, so let's get into those.
All right.
Can you tell me about the AllStar, the first ever for people who are tuning in for the first time, about the AllStar Pack for people who get NBA 2K13 this year?
Well, you know, for the first time ever, NBA 2K was actually going to have a full AllStar Weekend. I mean, it's something that our fans complained that we didn't have years back. I mean, we've offered a dunk contest or a one-off three-point shootout, but it really didn't bring together the overall NBA experience of being at the AllStar Weekend.
Right.
And that's what we wanted to deliver. And the beauty of it is that, you know, it's being delivered as its own standalone pre-order download if you pre-order the game at no cost. So, you know, it's really a way of us saying thank you. Thank you so much. You know, I know it's something that you guys have wanted and that we'll deliver, you know, and that you guys will experience. Fun. It's pretty much fun mini games between the three-point shootout and the AllStar, the dunk contest.
Right.
And then
in the venue of
the Houston venue, where the AllStar game will be played next year. So, you know, we're excited about it. You know, I think it's a nice way to say thank you and to bring in some additional casual players just into the world of NBA 2K.
Cool. And of course, we also have the Rising Star Challenge and the three-point contest as well, and then the stick footage of the dunk contest. Could you tell us a little bit more about the dunk contest?
Yeah, the dunk contest is, you know, I like it. It's still early right now, but you can see, you know, our camera work, our presentation, you know, the mechanics of it are going to be very accessible to everybody. I know that our old dunk contest was a little difficult.
It was really difficult, even for I had a hard time with
it. So, you know, we wanted to make it broad, you know, and there's some really sick dunks that people pull off. We got props, we got cars, we got teammates, throwing the ball off the backboard, you name it. You know, anything that you've seen in the NBA dunk contest and more, we're doing.
That's something to really look forward to. And then, so how does the AllStar content work for in association, My Player, and Season, though?
Well, the beauty of it is, you know, we already did offer the AllStar game and the Rising Stars Challenge in My Player and association. But now the other two items are available to you if you have the pre-order, if you have the pack. So the nice thing about it is, let's say you're playing with your My Player, you know, and you create yourself as and you establish yourself as a great dunker. You may actually get invited to participate in the dunk contest. And I think that it's, you know, one additional item that really solidifies building your career as a My Player.
That's great. That's really cool. So, really quick question about just the overall NBA playoffs. I mean, we had that great Celtics and Thunder on the road win. What are your thoughts on the NBA playoffs?
You know, at the beginning, with this season being so short, and I wasn't sure what these playoffs were going to play out like. But you know, there's some great matchups out there,
Yeah.
and it's really this competition between the veteran teams. And it's come almost like, you know, it's the passing of the torch. I mean, I remember when, you know, the veteran Pistons were fighting off Michael Jordan and those guys. And there was that feeling out and that passing of the torch, and you just couldn't get over it. The Celtics aren't ready to pass the torch yet, you know, and the Spurs definitely aren't ready to pass the torch yet. But those young guys are really pushing the envelope right now. So it's been really, really exciting and some great games to watch.
Awesome. I love talking ball with you, man. So what's your favorite mode over the years in NBA 2K, like, or favorite feature that you've worked on? Or?
Well, you know, for me, the game itself, right, gameplay itself has always delivered the most. But in terms of modes, I think the most enthralling thing for me is really being able to build my guy up. And every year we try to really figure out a way to make that as compelling as possible, even if it requires us kind of rebuilding it. Because we do realize that people want to live that fantasy of being the NBA guy and working their way through their own career. So that's my favorite feature in the game right now, and I think it's everybody else's too, from what I can tell.
Yeah, absolutely my player. Is there anything else you want to tell the fans on behalf of the dev team? I mean, we got 4 months, but I mean, what are you excited about? You know, what are you looking forward to?
You know, I just want to tell the fans that, you know, as much as sometimes it sounds like we don't hear everything, we do. We pay attention to everything that they have to say, and we react to it, you know, in the way we think is best for them, but for a broad spectrum of people. So, you know, we're doing our best. You know, we plan to stay at the top for a really, really long time. Absolutely. And the only way to do that is to adapt to what the NBA is doing, respond to our fans positively, and give them exactly what they want. And I think that that's what we've been doing.
That's great. Rob, I hope you have an excellent E3. Thank you for the time. I know you're a busy man. You get all those VIP meetings, so I really appreciate the time, buddy.
All right, no worries. Thanks, Ronnie.
Thanks.